Alright, so let's dive into something incredibly deep today, the spiritual connection between you and your cat. You might think your cat is just lounging around, living a life of luxury, and sometimes acting a bit strange for no apparent reason. But what if, really think about this, what if your cat is actually trying to communicate a spiritual message? What if they are tuned into energies or dimensions that you are not? The first sign we need to talk about is that intense, focused gaze your cat gives. You know the one. Sometimes your cat will just sit there, staring at you, or worse, staring at a blank wall or an empty corner, completely transfixed. And you might laugh it off, thinking, what are you looking at? But here's the thing. Cats have a long history of being associated with mystical and spiritual realms. In ancient Egypt, they were revered as guardians of the afterlife, and in many other cultures, they were believed to be able to see beyond the physical world. When your cat fixes its eyes on something that you can't see, it's possible they are perceiving spiritual energies or presences that you're not attuned. Their gaze might be more than just curiosity. It could be a sign that they're trying to communicate something important about the energy around you. Maybe they're warning you of an unbalanced energy in your space, or perhaps they're guiding you toward a higher awareness of your own spiritual path. The question is, are you paying attention? Are you willing to open your mind to the possibility that your cat sees what you cannot? Let's take this deeper. When your cat stares directly into your eyes, it's not just a cute or quirky behavior. Eye contact in the animal world, especially with cats, is a profound form of communication. It's as if they are trying to send you a message, maybe something that words can't convey. Cats don't speak our language, but their spiritual connection to us can transcend mere verbal communication. What are they trying to tell you in those moments? Could it be that they're encouraging you to reflect on something in your life that you've been ignoring? So perhaps they are asking you to slow down, to be present, and to feel the energy in the room. But have you ever really considered what happens in those quiet, intense moments of eye contact? What if your cat is seeing something inside of you that even you are not aware of? Or could their gaze be a mirror, reflecting back your own spiritual state? This is where we have to start looking at our cats not just as pets, but as spiritual companions, connected to forces that go far beyond the everyday. The real question is, are you ready to see what they see? Now, let me take you to the next sign that your cat is trying to communicate a spiritual message: their silent presence. Cats are masters of stillness. They can sit in one place for hours, seemingly doing nothing. But is it really nothing? What if, during those moments of quiet, your cat is holding space for something much larger than you realize? Cats are incredibly sensitive to energy. They can pick up on vibrations that are completely invisible to us. This is why, in many spiritual traditions, cats are seen as protectors of the home, guardians who keep negative energies at bay. Have you noticed how your cat seems to gravitate towards certain areas of your house? Maybe they always sit in the same spot, or they're drawn to certain rooms more than others. This could be more than just habit. It could be that your cat is attuned to the energy of that space. Perhaps they are sensing a spiritual presence or energy field that you can't perceive. In some cultures, it's believed that cats absorb negative energy, purifying the space around them. So, when your cat sits in a particular spot, it might be because they're actively working to balance the energy in your home. And think about how your cat behaves when you're going through something emotionally intense. Have you ever noticed that, during moments of stress or sadness, your cat seems to appear out of nowhere, sitting quietly by your side? It's as if they know when you need their presence the most. Their quiet stillness can be incredibly grounding, offering a sense of peace and calm that transcends words. In those moments, your cat isn't just offering comfort, they are offering spiritual support. This is a powerful form of non-verbal communication. Your cat may not be able to say, "I sense that you're going through something difficult," but their presence says it all. In a way, they are acting as a spiritual guide, holding space for you to process your emotions and grounding you in the present moment. What if your cat's silent presence is a reminder to center yourself, to breathe, to reconnect with your own inner stillness? What if they are teaching you, in their quiet way, how to be more present with yourself? Here's a deep question for you. How often do you truly sit in stillness, the way your cat does? How often do you allow yourself to simply be, without the distractions of daily life? Maybe your cat is trying to show you something profound about the nature of peace, something you can only understand in the quiet moments. Are you ready to listen to the silence? Now, let's talk about the rituals your cat performs. Yes, you heard me right, rituals. You might think that your cat's daily behaviors are just routines, but what if they are far more intentional than that? Cats are creatures of habit, but their habits often serve a deeper purpose. One of the clearest signs that your cat is trying to communicate with you on a spiritual level is through these rituals. Take, for example, the way your cat circles before they lie down. It might seem like a random behavior, but this circling can be seen as a form of energy work. In ancient traditions, circles are powerful symbols of completeness, protection, and the cyclical nature of life. When your cat circles before resting, they could be creating an energetic boundary, a sacred space where they can rest and recharge. In a way, they are showing you the importance of creating your own sacred space, a place where you can reconnect with yourself and with the spiritual world. Another ritual that cats often perform is grooming. But what if grooming is more than just about keeping clean? In many spiritual practices, purification is a key element of maintaining balance and harmony. When your cat meticulously grooms themselves, they could be engaging in a form of spiritual cleansing, removing not just physical dirt, but also negative energy. And by watching them, maybe they're encouraging you to do the same, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. What energy are you carrying around that needs to be cleansed? What rituals do you have in place to keep yourself balanced? Your cat's rituals can also include the way they interact with you. Have you ever noticed how they sometimes insist on sitting in your lap when you're feeling anxious, or how they nudge you with their head, almost as if they're trying to realign your energy? These small gestures can be seen as rituals of connection, ways in which your cat is trying to bring you back into alignment with yourself and the energies around you. But here's where the wisdom really comes in. What are the rituals in your life? Do you have practices that help you stay grounded, balanced, and connected to your spiritual self? Or are you so caught up in the daily grind that you've forgotten the importance of ritual? Maybe your cat is trying to remind you through their own behaviors that sacredness exists in the everyday, in the small, intentional acts we perform. Are you willing to see your own life as a series of sacred rituals? Let's go even deeper now. Have you ever truly wondered what your cat dreams about? It's easy to assume they're simply reliving the day, chasing after imaginary birds or mice. But what if there's something far more profound happening when your cat drifts into sleep? Cats spend a huge portion of their lives asleep, more than most other animals. And in many spiritual traditions, sleep is not just a time for rest, but a gateway to other realms. What if, when your cat closes their eyes, they are entering the dream world, a place beyond the physical, where they're able to connect with spiritual forces, gather wisdom, or even receive messages? In many cultures and spiritual practices, dreams are seen as a bridge between the conscious and the subconscious, between the physical world and the spiritual one. It's believed that during sleep, we can transcend the limitations of our daily lives and access higher dimensions of existence. So why wouldn't your cat, a creature already so attuned to the unseen, be doing the same? When your cat sleeps, they may be journeying into the dream world, a place where spiritual truths are revealed, where they can communicate with energies and beings that we cannot perceive in our waking state. I think about those moments when your cat sleeps deeply, their paws twitching, their whiskers moving, as if they're interacting with something. Maybe you've seen them jerk awake suddenly, as if they've experienced something startling. These are not just random movements. What if your cat is actually communicating with spirits or navigating a spiritual landscape in their dreams? What if they are receiving messages that are not only meant for them but for you as well? In the dream world, time and space don't exist as they do in the physical realm. This is a place where ancient wisdom, spiritual guides, and even departed souls can communicate freely. Cats have long been associated with the mystical and the magical, from ancient Egypt, where they were revered as protectors of the afterlife, to modern times where they are believed to be attuned to supernatural energies. It's possible that during their sleep, your cat is entering this realm, communing with energies that can offer guidance, protection, or insight, perhaps even on your behalf. So, how do you know if your cat is trying to communicate something from their dream world? I'll start by paying attention to how they behave when they wake up. Do they seem unusually calm, as if they've just returned from some far-off place where they've gathered peace and clarity? Or do they seem restless, as if they've encountered something unsettling in their dreams? These subtle cues can be signs that your cat has brought back something from the dream world, messages, energy, or even warnings that you need to be aware of. Here's something to think about. What if your cat's role in your life is not just to provide companionship, but to act as a spiritual guide, a protector who moves between realms on your behalf? When they sleep, they may be doing more than just resting. They could be actively working to keep your home and your energy field clear of negative influences. In many cultures, cats are seen as protectors of the household, not just in a physical sense, but in a spiritual one. Their presence is believed to ward off evil spirits and keep harmony within the home. So, when your cat sleeps, they might be doing important spiritual work that ensures you're protected from energies or forces that are outside of your awareness. But here's the real question. Are you open to receiving what your cat might be trying to communicate? Often we are so caught up in the busyness of life that we fail to pay attention to the subtle signs around us. We miss the moments when our cat wakes up from a deep sleep, looking at us as if they've come back with something important to share. Are you willing to be still, to listen, and to pay attention to the messages your cat might be bringing back from the dream world? Consider this: cats are natural healers. Their purring has been scientifically proven to have a calming effect on humans, and many believe that this vibration also has healing properties. But what if their healing abilities go beyond the physical? What if, during their dream journeys, they are not only gathering spiritual wisdom, but also absorbing negative energy, healing imbalances in your home, or even bringing back energetic protection from unseen forces? So if cat sleeps, they may be drawing upon ancient spiritual knowledge, acting as a conduit between you and the higher dimensions. This brings us to a profound realization. Your cat may be far more than just a pet. They could be a spiritual companion, a guide who is deeply connected to the unseen realms. They live in both worlds, the physical and the spiritual, and through their dreams, they may be communicating messages that are meant to guide you on your own spiritual journey. The question is, are you ready to receive those messages? Are you prepared to acknowledge that your cat might be playing a vital role in your spiritual life, even if that role is hidden in the quiet moments of sleep? So, the next time your cat curls up in their favorite spot and drifts off into a deep slumber, take a moment to reflect. What are they experiencing in their dreams? Who or what are they communicating with? And most importantly, what messages are they bringing back for you? Your cat's dream world connection might be one of the most powerful ways they communicate spiritual messages. All you need to do is open your heart and mind to the possibility. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to see your cat as a spiritual guide, a being with access to realms that you can't reach on your own? Answers are there, waiting for you to hear them. And your cat, through their dreams, their presence, and their connection to the unseen, is ready to help you uncover them.